Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make these earrings and this pendant out of nothing but a cardboard box. So let's get started. Okay, so I've been busy doing crafts, and one of the things that I made on another video, and some of you might have seen, is making earrings and a pendant out of cardboard. And if you haven't seen that DIY video, I'm going to put the link below this video in the description box for that video. So be sure that you check that out. And it was just geometric shapes, and I had a pendant with a circle, and I just used regular metallic paint that I got at a craft store. So as you see, these are geometric shapes. I'm going to show you how you can make this yourself. It's really easy, it's really fast, and it's really affordable. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is some cardboard. Now I used this for this project. This is one of those this is one of those priority mail boxes that you get in the post office. Now you can get this for free. Any post office, they have a few boxes that you get. You can pick yourself up a few, or you can even order them online. It's free to register for USPS, and you can order how many you want and be delivered. Or you can go to your local post office and pick up a few. But be considerate, don't take all of them, just take a few. You could always order more, they're completely free. Or you can use some kind of cardboard box that you have at home, but keep in mind that it's not the corrugated ones with the lines, okay? Now as you can see, this is what it looks like. And all I used was nail polish. You can certainly use paint, but I preferred what I had at hand. I didn't have any paint, so I just used nail polish. And what I did was I drew out one of these triangles, and then I used an X-Acto knife and I scored it, and then I popped it out, and then I used my other one. Now I went in the white part so it's easier to cover, but yeah, the back has print, but that's okay. You can either paint it all white and then proceed to your color, but I didn't even do that. All I did was, after I cut out my main triangle, and if you want to do straighter lines, use a ruler or something to guide you in a straight line. If you're not good at drawing, you might want to do that. The other thing you can do is find something that is the shape you want around your house and use that to trace it. So I did that, and once I popped it out, I used regular black nail polish. And now it doesn't have to be expensive nail polish. You can go to Five Below or a dollar store or Walmart, anywhere, to get really cheap stuff. You don't have to go use your expensive stuff that you get at Ulta or Sephora. So you want cheap stuff. I painted each side black, and you couldn't see any of the print or the white paint on, or the white from the cardboard or the print from the back. You probably have to put 2 to 3 coats on each side. Make sure both sides are extremely dry. Otherwise, when you go to pick it up, it's going to get your thumbprint, which I did. The next step that I did was I used some of this nail polish. I got it Five Below. I think it was like $1. And it's glittery black nail polish. It was really cheap. I don't know what brand, because the brand's written in black. So that's what it looks like. And you can get any brand that you find that's black and glittery, as you can see, okay? I bought this for my nails, but I didn't like the way it dried on my nails. It dried flat and it didn't look good on my nails. So I tested this out on the cardboard, and it actually looked nice. So after I painted both sides with a couple of coats of flat black, I went over both sides with this, making sure each side was dry before I flipped it over and did the other side. You might want to do a few coats of this. So once they were completely dry, and I poked holes with the push pin. See, it's just a clear, see, this is just a clear push pin. That's it. That's what a push pin looks like. You know those, you use them on your pegboards and It's just a thumbtack push pin. And so you want to get the earring, and on the corners, and I'm going to take one out to give you a better look. And I'm going to put a clip of when I was making it where you would put that. So I'm going to put that right here. So basically where the jump rings are, you see where the jump rings are? You're going to push the push pin all the way through on both sides. And you want to make sure they're even, so you might want to use a ruler, or if you're good with your eye, because once you do that, you don't want to be lopsided. They got to be directly and the same, because see how they're going to hang? So once you do that, make sure it goes through one side, turn it over, do it on the other side, and then go back to the front side, and just go like that. But be careful not to bend your cardboard, because if you bend your little triangle here, then it's going to stay that way, and it's going to crease, and you're not going to get it looking that way. The other thing I did was I took some E6000 glue, and I glued one of these acrylic little triangular gemstones. Now I did this opposite. I put this one facing one way and this one facing down. That was on purpose. Acrylics come in different shapes and colors. They come, see, they look like that, they look like that, and they have like a metal on the back, and then any kind of color. Now I was going to originally put red on here, but I couldn't find any red in the triangle shapes. They also come in heart shapes. Affordable. And I got a whole bunch, and I used them throughout my house on different crafts as well as in jewelry. And I used some E6000 glue. Now I know I always tell you this, most people want to use glue from a glue gun. If you're going to do that, the best is the highest heat, but unfortunately it kind of bulks it up and it dries immediately. So if you place something wrong, for instance, if you're putting this little acrylic triangle on and you place it wrong, you don't have much time to move it around, whereas the E6000 glue you do. And the glue gun glue dries it's kind of thick how it dries. The best thing to do is get a toothpick, get your E6000 glue, and just put a small dot and put it on the back of that, and then very carefully place it in the center where you want it, okay? And then you can move it around. And now if you got a little glue on the outer black part, you could just wipe it with a little Q-tip and then go over it with some more of your glitter paint, okay? But I was just careful. You don't need a lot of glue, just very little on the tip of your toothpick, okay? Certainly use paint if you want to use that, but I preferred to use this. So now all you need, after you made the holes, after it's all painted on both sides, and after you glue this and it's dry, don't handle it when it's not, then you're going to get your jump rings. These are jump rings, little metal rings. I used the small size. I just put that right through the hoops, and then I cut a chain. Now you have to have some chain. You can get any kind of chain. I got the one at the roll that you get at the craft store. You can order it from Amazon, eBay, just a roll of chain, however you want it, or any craft store has it. Or you can use an old chain that you have laying around, and everybody has those. Then you cut it, and you want to know how far you want it to hang. So for instance, where is it? I didn't want this to be too long. I wanted this a certain way. So hold it up and measure from your ear to wherever you want, or just do it by eye, and then cut your chain. Make sure you're cutting them all at the same time so that they're all the same size. Then you're going to get a jump ring, and you're going to put the chain on one jump ring, and then the two pieces hook to each jump ring, and put the jump ring through your earring. And then you're going to get an earring fish hook, okay? And you're going to attach it to the top jump ring. And then you have your earrings, and you do the same thing here, except instead of a chain, you're just hooking two jump rings through the hole. for your pendant. Now you can make the pendant bigger than your earrings, or you can make them any size you want. If you prefer smaller or bigger, it's up to you. It's just your option. So that's what I did for these, and that's what your final product is going to look like. And it's all cardboard. Now they do have a waterproof spray that you can spray on these, and if you do that, I would spray the waterproofing before you glue your acrylic gemstone to it right here, and before you put your jump rings and chain, and let it dry, and do it on both sides. That's because it's cardboard. I didn't do it, so I just won't wear these in the rain, but if you want to do that, certainly you can. Now if you want to give it a gloss look, you could put some clear, very liquidy nail polish, and I'm going to put two that I use. Not a top coat, not a base coat, not a thick clear, because that'll turn yellow on you. You want a high gloss, really loose and liquidy nail polish. And I'll put two pictures I use, one by Wet n Wild and one from Revlon. And you could always find them on Amazon, and see, that's what it's going to look like. Now I didn't put a clear polish, but if you want a higher shine, you can do that. So these, I'm not going to hook it because I have more to show you, but that's the set that I made, and I did that yesterday. It was really quick and easy. Just have patience and let that nail polish dry, okay? And you could always use a little fan or something to make it dry faster. So the second pair of earrings that I made out of cardboard, and the same cardboard, are these. I cut them in the shape like a leaf would be, and then I traced the other one. I did one, I traced it, and then I cut the other one out. And then what I did was I took some green nail polish and then some glitter nail polish and went around the side, and while it was still wet and tacky, I sprinkled some glitter on it. Two different kinds, a blue that's mixed with the gold and a green that's also mixed with the gold. And then I hung a charm on it. And again, I used my push pin, if you can see, my push pin, to make the hole. See? That's all I did. And I did a little glitter more in the front, and I hung this little leaf charm up front. And I put my jump ring in there and hung that to that with that hole that you make. So with the hole that you make with the push pin, you put your jump ring through, you hook your little charm up in front of it. You could, whatever kind of charm you want, and then your fishhook earring. And that's how I did that. Just use like an emery board for the edges, and make sure when you're painting these cardboard earrings you get the edges. Don't forget those, okay? So that's what it looks like. That's the back. And that's the front. So it's mixed with glitter nail polish, regular nail polish, and real glitter. Two different. And no one's going to know that you're wearing cardboard unless you tell them. So, and you can hang any kind of charm you want. I wanted something that went with it, but you can hang, you know, any color, any kind to make, you know, if you just wanted silver, but I had those leaf ones. So that's what these look like. I don't know how it's glittering with the light. So I have another pair that I made that I'm going to show you. So here are my other pair. And for these, I use the same cardboard, okay? Take one out so that you can get a better look. Now, I still have to touch up some of the paint on the edges and use a file, but I was doing the video, so I wanted to just get it in. Now, what you see is the paint. So I used the same cardboard. I cut two circles, one big and one small. See? And instead of a fish hook, I glued one of those to it, one of those ear piercing ones to it that you can get at any craft store. And I had these raised metal stickers, so I put one on there, and I used regular copper colored nail polish with then another glittery nail polish, like a gold glitter. And I didn't do that on this one, I just used the copper, but on the back I used the gold glitter. And I used a bead, I had a turquoise bead that I glue, and again I used E6000 glue. And that's it. Now, like I said, I still have to file it and touch up some of the paint so it'll look better, but it actually looks like metal. And then they're on you and it looks nice. All which is cardboard and nail polish. That's really it for the tutorial. I didn't really have to make one in front of you. This is simple and easy to do. Like I said, these are free at the post office. And I hope you like this craft, and I hope you click the like button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell for future notifications. So that was just another quick, easy, affordable craft that I thought you guys would like. I know that the cardboard jewelry seemed to be popular only because, I mean, we all have cardboard in the house, and that's free. And everybody has nail polish, most of which, you know, you have like, if you're like me, you have a box of nail polish in your house. So and why let them go to waste? And that's it. So I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.